Welcome back, guys, to another Dude Actually podcast. We are joined by our lovely co-host, Addy.
Yo.
And we have a very special guest. It is Chris Vincentini.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Hey.
Appreciate you. Man.
Long time coming.
Yeah, it's been a very long time. We've been talking about it forever, and we finally were like, yep, let's lock in this date. Let's do it.
It was locked in, meaning we got nobody else, so we'll finally have the old man of Omaha comedy come in.
Not one bit. Not one bit.
No, it has been a running gag
It has.
between us for a while. So,
And your return to comedy was something that I didn't think I would enjoy, but boy, am I happy you did it.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Because you were gone for so long.
Unfortunately, due to life,
Yeah.
I coach high school lacrosse, so like I'm missing a practice tonight to be with you guys.
Is somebody filling in for them? Or
No. So I missed last night and tonight, but I sent my oldest son who came back for one day to get his driver's license because he turns 21. So you get a different driver's license in the state of Nebraska.
Oh, really?
So-
I guess you get the sideways one then.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. And so he's a college lacrosse player, so he covered for me. And
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So no, it's I'm really gonna be. Last summer, I really put a lot more time. I've been writing. First off, we need to congratulate Addy for his big
you
victory
stopped
last
that.
night.
Yes.
You stopped
Addy absolutely went out and crushed last night at Heartland Comedy Cup. Everybody.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Andrew over at the District running the Heartland Comedy Cup.
Great guy.
Yeah, great
Great guy.
Great crowd. I mean, they were a lot of fun. It was one of those crowds that you live for.
Yeah.
That's why you would do it.
Yep. I've already rewrote that bit that I did last night.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
The Chris to Consigliere with the fight.
When you did that, it was like Stefan. It was like Steve Urkel becoming Stefan Urkel. It was crazy because, I mean, I didn't even see it coming. You started as Chris, and then all of a sudden you like turned around and music started playing, didn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Shout out to Clem.
Yeah.
And I've done that set twice. You saw me do it at Power Hour.
Yeah.
And that at Power Hour got applause in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've rewrote that transition actually, and I've added something in the beginning. And the ending, as you've always said, and rightfully so, hey, write punchlines. Well, it was a summation of a story. Now it's got a punchline. And it's going to hit hard and more of a more recent cultural reference. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I'm going to do it again in June in my next booking if you're available to come on out and see it. But it'll be different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's cut out all the extra words, keep it punchlines, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh yeah, man, and that's a never-ending game you play doing writing stand-up. You got to always be changing your act. You don't want to be the guy that does the same jokes for your entire run. Those people never win contests.
You know, this is a bit I've been working on now for 18 months.
Yeah, 18 months.
And I've never really done it the same.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very different now than when I first did it a year and a half ago. I remember you looked at me, like, wow, you actually had jokes. That's how bad I was. That was how bad I was back then.
Normally I don't like things that are too theatrical, but you've really been bringing a showmanship to the stage that
Thank you.
I appreciate.
Oh, I'm glad you recognize that because when you know you're not as funny as everybody else, you got to do something else to garner attention. And yeah, it's a physical act. And the crowd last night was great to work with when I walked out into the crowd.
Oh yeah, man! When you went off the stage, I was like, "Thank God it's a Bluetooth mic."
Well, I made sure ahead of time that it wasn't a corded mic, and so
Two separate people asked me to move from where I was sitting. I was sitting right in the front row.
me being one.
And then, Chris appears behind me. He's like, "Hey, the consigliere is going to come running off this stage. So just make sure you tuck your knees in because I'm going to be coming right through this gap." And I was like, "Okay." And then I was like, "Oh, that was weird." And then Justin Stevens appears right behind me. He's like, "Hey, man, will you go sit with the other comedians? Because if I see you in the front row, I'm going to freak out." And so I was like, all right. And so I went and sat in the furthest corner of the building and not with the comedians because, well, some of their breath stinks. I've noticed that, man. A lot of comics, we've got stinky breath. I don't know if it's because we're always talking shit or what, but it's always like sometimes these guys are like whispering in your ear and you smell it through your earlobes. It's awful stuff, man.
It's like a fog that emanates out.
Dude, it's so much. It's like, I don't know what you ate or what you need to eat, but this is not right.
And I'm very conscious about that. So you would tell me, man, get a fucking Tic Tac or something. You would, right?
Yeah, no, there's only 2 comics that I'm thinking of in particular who have stinky breath.
Okay.
To where it was just so bad. But it really held for everybody to where it's like, it literally smells like actual fertilizer.
And not the good kind.
Not the, well, yeah. What's your favorite type of fertilizer, Chris?
I like a good nitrogen myself on the yard.
Really? I'm more of a potassium
There
man
you go.
myself.
There you go.
Yeah, I worked for a lawn fertilization company back when I turned 18 for a couple years. And man, that job, I mean, looking back at it, it wasn't that bad. But at the time, I mean, I hated it. I remember waking up in Fort Benning, Georgia during training and like having a nightmare that I was working at that job.
Oh my.
And then like looking up and being like, oh, I'm okay.
So I need to come up to you. Can you tell me your worst nightmare as an 18-year-old?
My worst, as an 18-year-old, I don't even remember them. I was smoking too much pot. But I mean, my worst nightmare, man.
Well, that was a question when I go out and do the crowd work. And the last person I talked to, holy crap.
Well,
it
was
was
something about dying, wasn't it?
my mom, was it my mom? And I haven't watched my tape because I recorded it myself. I haven't watched it. It was something like, well, I have this reoccurring dream of my mom going and murdering my dad and putting my dad.
Yeah,
It was all
in the
thought out.
trunk.
And I'm like, oh, this is gold. But I couldn't see the clock where, because the clock wasn't working. And I'm like, I want to, I said something. I don't remember what I said.
Did you run your time?
I did go to my tape that I just went to the beginning, the end. I was 5 seconds under, so I was good.
Okay, perfect.
Because I was very
Nice.
concerned about going over the 7-minute time, and Clem's like, I don't think you did, and Justin's like, that.
Justin
Lisa didn't
wasn't
tell
paying
me.
attention.
Well, he said Lisa would have told me, but I was worried about that. But yeah, that was a weird one. The other one, the gal. Was it taking a bath and getting flushed down the drain? And she was all embarrassed to say that. She was like, I'm embarrassed to say it, and that's why I get down. It's okay. You can just, it's just you and me right now.
It's you and me. It's you and me and a crowd of farmers.
You and me and 90 other people right here.
Man, there must have been, 75 people in there, you think?
Wow.
It was like almost a packed house.
Most all the tables were occupied, except right at the extreme ends. It was
dang.
And to Addy's point, they were there to have a good time. And
they were insane.
a lot of
That's
people
awesome.
like, oh, this is my third one. This is great. We look forward to it. That's fantastic. And Andrew, as we talked before, just what a great guy, that runs that. And I went to eat at his restaurant beforehand, and the food was fantastic. And Colton Hoffer came by, and because I put something in the group text, hey, come on, I'm over here. I think you were still in transit. if I recall.
Yeah, I was transitioning.
Colton from Lincoln.
I did. Man, I wish I had got to talk to people after, but I had to leave because I had just been assaulted by one of the contestants. But it's one of those things where, you want to get around and talk shop, but you also don't want to be a part of, an altercation.
Yep.
You want to get in and get out, and but yeah, nice people. I like Norfolk. I like the festival that we've got going on.
I absolutely am going to try to get up there and probably
Oh,
do
are
it
you
there and
really?
back. It was, I told people, my God, I'm in a town where I can cross the street and they don't flip me off and try and run me over and they stop at stop signs. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
It's a beautiful area there.
it's so nice.
It's a nice environment. So is the festival going to be along that street there?
Oh, man, it's gonna be. I don't even know. We changed it. Like we had it all locked in, and then they changed a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
So I would have to do some research.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we're doing it along that strip anymore.
Okay.
I think it's all gonna be at the district actually.
Oh.
So I guess kind of.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. I actually have to confirm with Clem on what we're doing with that.
No, that's going to be something. I'm really happy for how you guys, working that and the input and, getting more exposure. As you guys see when I do post, support local comedy. Support
Right.
the Funny Bone, because without the Funny Bone, the rest of this may not be here like it is. But there is some just great local folks out here that are just doing some tremendous things.
There are, man.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, that's wow. And so everybody got one vote? Like, or how did it work?
I guess.
Yeah, that's how it worked.
Nice.
One vote. I got a vote, so I was happy.
Hey.
It was his own phone.
I actually did work for ES&S, so I do know how to rig elections. So
Yeah.
for that 4-month stay I had there,
What's ES&S?
election systems and software, they make voting equipment and voting software.
Really?
Yes.
So you'd be able to rig an election, huh?
Well, like I had an idea back in 2005 for that 4 months I worked there.
You had an idea, huh?
Well,
You were thinking about something.
not for me personally, but yeah. So we had a U.S. senator elected from the state of Nebraska that technically owned the company. So his own voting machines were counting his own votes.
Real. Well, I could see how somebody might, throw a few extras in there.
Yeah. And then we had a local election, and I had a relative on the ballot, and I said, hey, I can't go do election support. I need to recuse myself because my cousin's on the ballot. My boss goes, well, who cares? I'm like, I do. I don't want any sense of impropriety here. I mean, I got to think about the company. And it was about 3 weeks later. I rolled in, resigning.
Oh, so
Effective
you
immediately.
resigned yourself
Yeah, I just
because
walked
you
in and
felt
resigned.
you had too much power.
No, that company was not well run at that time.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, God, it was a disaster. Yeah, literally, I worked there 4 months and quit. I just rolled in one day and
Wow.
quit. Yeah.
Wow.
It was that messed up.
Man, there's so much of that out here. It's Nebraska's a brother-in-law state.
Not wrong there.
It's all about who you know.
And I didn't really know anybody there, but I was unhappy at a former job, and they made me a big money offer. I said, oh, yeah, that's a nice number. And I went there, and I went, what the F did I get myself into here?
Right.
And it was a disaster, and nobody was happy there.
And did that affect your happiness also?
Well, a little bit, but my wife was also very pregnant, and so we had my son. And after that, he had some complications, and I needed to be home to take care of my family. So, and I was unhappy. I'm like, I'm just going to quit. Let's take care of family. You guys kind of know where I come from. Family first.
Yeah.
Especially as an older first-time parent. And
Yeah.
How old were you when you had your first?
I was 39.
39. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
39 first, 41 the second. So, yes, I now have 2 kids in college.
Wow.
And I'm freaking 60 years old.
Yeah. You just turned 60. Huh?
Just last Saturday. That was true. I mean, I didn't make that part up.
No, I believe
And then you saw me at Power Hour, and I said this is my last night in my 60s and
Yeah.
50s.
or 50. Sorry, yeah. So a little.
You gained 10 years.
Oh God, what I
Chris
would
is
do?
now
To,
70.
God, what I would do to be 50 again? Even
Oh yeah.
my knee doesn't pop nearly as bad, and
Was that one of the big changes from 50 to 60? Your knee popping?
it was already in progress. 10 years ago, I could still jog a little bit, and
Not anymore.
no, God, no.
But you ride your bike like a madman.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally different motion.
Huh.
When is this going to actually air? How quick?
Tomorrow. Huh?
Yeah, usually tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, turnaround rate's very fast
Damn.
here. Zach's
Yeah.
quick. He's on it.
It'll be either tomorrow or this weekend, but it'll be out very
Okay.
soon.
Well, how did your erections change from 50 to 60?
You know what? Never really had problems with that. And all joking aside, I mean, I've always had, good luck with that, we'll say. And
Wow, that's great.
I can talk you through if you want to get testosterone. I know the formula.
Talk very slowly.
Okay, so here's what you do. You get back. You eat like shit. Everything's sugary. Zach, that means you're out.
Oh, boy. Yep.
Yeah,
You
Zach
party-
doesn't eat sugar anymore, huh?
Okay, this is another one. Party like a fucking rock star.
Okay.
Don't sleep but more than 3 hours, and you will kill your testosterone.
Oh, I wanted the opposite.
You want more of it?
Well, I mean,
Well, so what I'm saying is you kill it to get the script. To get the to microdose.
you're just on the juice.
Hey, baby. I knew exactly what to
This
do.
guy, he hasn't worked for it at all.
Fuck no. I knew exactly what to do to kill my testosterone so I could get insurance to pay for it.
Dude, well, first of all, I'm going to have to get insurance.
Ooh,
That's my next goal. I'm actually going to the VA on Tuesday. I'm going to try to get some stuff going.
good.
Nice.
Good luck.
Yeah, I need to start taking care of myself.
Absolutely.
If I get a certain level of disability, I can get health care.
Awesome.
So that'll be nice to have that. Yeah, I'm looking at I'm to the point now to where I'm looking at 40 on the horizon, and I want to be ready for it.
God, I remember 40.
Yeah. How hard were you back then?
It was pretty damn hard back then.
I bet you were, Chris.
I had a 1-year-old at 40.
Yeah. Did the 1-year-old cause that or what?
No, the wife says if we're gonna have kids, we gotta bang these out because she's only a couple years younger than me, and with women, there's more issues as you get older.
Clock's ticking.
See, very true. So we didn't. After we got married, I was 36, she was 34. We couldn't take our time and go do all this traveling. It's like TikTok.
Have you thought about maybe freaking everybody out and having a third?
No, because this thing called I would like to retire someday.
Yeah, and the money is
Well,
a lot.
Well, it costs a lot to raise a kid, obviously, but also, with her health, she would have been in her 40s when she got pregnant with the third kid. So we didn't want to risk that. She had 2 high risk pregnancies.
She's
already.
in her 50s now, huh?
Yes, she's only 2 years younger than me, so she's going to be 58 here in a couple weeks, which I know she loves me broadcasting that all over the place. But
well, we won't show her this episode.
She ain't gonna watch it. She doesn't like watch. She doesn't like that stand up bitch. Yeah, you humiliate me by that. I go, no, I'm humiliating the kid. So
yeah,
true.
Yeah, you never say anything bad about her.
That bit is actually all based in truth. Like Gino and I, my youngest, literally had that argument, and it did start getting escalated. And I did say, I should kick your fucking ass for what you just said. And he goes, I'll call the police.
I'll call the police.
And I go, hold that thought. Dad, are you going to write a bit? Yep. And I wrote the kernel of the idea.
So this happened like last year.
Happened a lot longer ago than that, but it's just been refining it. And he's come and seen a bunch of versions of it. And he looks forward when I change it. He goes, what'd you change, Dad? And I'm like, well, I changed this and this.
Dude, and knowing how that escalates, man, that's real sick shit that he keeps coming back to here.
Yeah, he just wants more.
Especially that last bit before the closer where I added, and I just did that like at an open mic, you get down on your knees. Man. Well, thank you. I hope they were nuts. I hope they were entertained.
They got a great show.
Yeah. I need to start working on some other stuff. I want to get back up there again, but I'm not going to take the same bit and go do it again. So if I don't have anything worked out that I think is worthy, I won't go because I'm just not going to go.
Yeah,
right.
I'm only going to go when I feel like this is something that can be funny and entertain people. Because I don't want to go up there. What's that?
You have to evolve.
Yes. Well, and I don't
show them that you're evolving.
Yes, and I don't want to go embarrass myself up there by just going up and it'd be dead silence and nobody laugh.
Man.
And I don't know if that's happened up there. How many shows have you been up there for?
That was my first time.
One? Okay. I didn't know if you'd been up there for other shows.
That was my first time walking into that room, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I didn't know if you'd been up there before or not. But.
No, that's my first time there. It was very nice. Very nice room. I'm excited to get the tape back. I'll show you, Zach.
Yes, I would love to see it, dude.
Man, yeah, Taryn was hilarious. She was so drunk, so very drunk, and I always enjoy watching her do stand up. It's always fun to see who she's gonna attack and who her target will become.
I do like her stand-up stance.
Dude.
Like that exact. We both know the stance. Yeah.
It's like squatting with terrible posture.
Yeah. I'm impressed she can hold it for that long.
She does. Like my back would really start hurting a few minutes into that.
Yeah.
The upside of
props
being
to her.
Yeah, I guess so. She's older than I am.
I'm blessed because I saw her at one of her very first, and I know you guys know that story.
No.
You might have told me, but I'm not sure.
Are you the reason she drinks on stage?
No, I'm not that trauma.
Different dad.
It was yes. So Toddy Locks posted something on Facebook one day about a recommendation for a plumber, and I DM'd him, and all of a sudden I get this message back, dude, and I'm like, yeah, dude, where you been? Because he knew that I hadn't been on stage in a while. So I did a bunch of sets down at the back line, and I didn't know because Noe had the mic at Emmett's before, and I didn't know about that. And I just didn't know where else to go. And a particular person who's no longer in the Omaha comic community who used to run that, Addy's thinking, and whatever you come up with, you will be right.
Used to run which venue?
Let's just say that a certain sticker just covered that person's sticker.
Ah, yes.
I know now.
The OGC, the original gatekeeper.
That
We're
person.
OGK, sir.
So that person so pissed me off that I'm like, fuck this, I'm done. This isn't for me.
Wow.
But I'd met Todd, and Todd always treated me good. And he's like, just come back down. And I'm like, I don't have anything prepped. He goes, just come down and hang out. I miss seeing you around. I'm like, oh, cool. So I actually wrote something that day, went down, did it, and it was Taryn's, second or third open mic. And there was also a young Clem Jameson on that show who had just kind of was starting in the Omaha community. So I had that picture saved of all of us there, and that's kind of when I took Taryn aside, and I'm like, well, you really have something. And I just keep working at it, just keep working hard, and you could be really good at this. And long story short, that's why she refers to me as her comedy father, and she's my comedy daughter. Because she said I was one of the first people that really, hey, you could be good, reinforced and was positive about her. It was a fun night down there, and that got my comedy itch back. Toddy Locks is just a fantastic host, makes everybody feel welcome.
He really is.
And I was doing 10 presentations minimum a month at corporate America, running meetings, So for me to talk in front of people has never been an issue.
Yeah.
I mean,
did you ever have a big opener that you would use for your presentations? Would you come in clapping or something?
no. Sometimes I'd throw a little something in, but when you're presenting results and people don't agree with your numbers, and then it's, oh God, I don't miss those days.
Getting heckled by upper management.
God. I did a presentation in Dublin, Ireland, and they were not fans of what we were doing. We had this new loyalty metric we were pushing out. I did 13 minutes of presenting and then an hour and 17 minutes of them just coming at me.
Yeah.
And my boss took me aside, and I turned the crowd, and my boss is like, how did you do that? He goes, you made them fans of you. And I'm like, man, you know what? You just talk to them like, you're concerned. And he goes, 300, and every time you talk to somebody, you looked like you were just speaking to them. And so when I get on stage, I try to apply the same thing. I don't know if you've ever seen, I try to really look at people and lock their eyes, in the front row, right or wrong. Conversation, like I got down on a knee and I was talking to that one gal who didn't want to talk last time. I'm like, come on, sweetie, it's just you and me here. There's nobody else here. And they all, of course, kind of pop. It is a cheap pop. But, I actually, after that meeting, I got a nice bonus check just from that meeting alone.
Oh, really?
It was very tense. It was very tense over there, and that meeting brought the temperature way down without getting into specifics. But
those Irish people, I mean, they'll resort to terrorism if you upset them too much.
Oh, it wasn't just Irish. It was like the United Nations there, because it was a major call center for Europe. We'll just put it. And they had a guy from Germany running the place, and he hated everybody. And then that presentation, all of a sudden, surprising. And he was blonde-haired, blue-eyed. After that meeting, he took us aside, and he's like, "I was totally wrong. You're here to help. How can we help?" I'm like, "Phew, good." Then he and I bonded over like 1980s German soccer, because he was shocked I knew anything about it.
Of course,
and so did, of course. But
you're a very athletic guy.
I watched my grandpa have a heart attack at age 11.
Like physically,
He was 11.
I was.
Oh, okay.
And Chris was 7.
He had kids real young, and then those kids had kids really young.
Oh my.
So so that really impacted me as a youth. And
do you come from a healthy family?
no, well, I haven't had a cousin live to see 72.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
72. Yeah, Dad was 73, I think. Yeah, heart attacks, man. That's really when you start to go downhill.
My dad had 5 bypasses at age 50.
Really?
Yeah, and he had the
he's
widowmaker.
still alive, isn't he?
No, he died pancreatic
really?
cancer.
Oh, wow. The cancer got him.
Yeah, it was a fitting death for him.
Yeah, you don't like your dad.
Not in the least bit.
Yeah. Well, so was he very healthy besides, all the bypasses?
He was a massive drinker, massive alcoholic, and would never admit to it, even when we catch him in it. And if the liver keeps up, it burns out the pancreas. So that's what can be a cause of pancreatic cancer. Because I've known a few people, massive alcoholics, the livers are fine, but pancreas goes, and then pancreatic cancer hits, and then it'll morph into the liver. Where most people, the liver starts going, your liver numbers go up. They're like, got to quit drinking. So.
Yeah, something's got to give.
Something's got to give. So, he was not healthy whatsoever.
He didn't run around or ride the bicycle or anything?
No, not at all. Nope.
Did he have any DUIs?
I'm shocked that he never did, but it wouldn't surprise me if he pulled a wad of cash out and said, "Hey, can we just forget about this?" I wouldn't put it past him, because he's also a pathological liar.
those were the days, huh? You could just drink all day and not get a DUI.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. You guys
Not
take it
in this
away.
state.
You
They've
guys
taken
missed
it
out
away.
on the 70s, man. The whole
So I've been told.
Friday block cocktail hour. Like
What was that like?
Oh, well, you just sit and you'd watch your parents and your neighbors all get sloshed. And so every Friday, be at somebody else's houses. At least that was the neighborhood I grew up in.
Were you raised in a cul-de-sac?
No, just right over there on 101st Ave, just up the street.
So you're an Omaha boy through and through, huh?
Yeah, I lived in Dallas for a couple of years, but
Dallas.
yeah, I was very young.
Yeah.
Moved back, but
Did you
yeah,
have a real small cowboy hat.
no, I have vague memories, shockingly, which
Yeah.
at age 2,
Temperature is a little different, huh?
a little bit. But yeah, the 70s were, there was no Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Yeah, I do love that acronym, MAD. Yeah, they usually are.
You got that right. Yeah, it was a different time. It was a simpler time, but I mean,
Yeah, Summer always talks about the 70s like that was just really great. Like he was 18 in 1970.
oh Jesus, yeah, he had fun.
Or wait, no.
No, wait. He's only
No, he was 11 in 1970.
okay. Yeah,
He was 21 in 80.
okay.
My mom is older than Summer.
Wow.
Yeah, and she looks 50 years younger, I'd say.
Does she live on the side of a house?
No, not yet, but I don't think she will. I think she's good in that department.
That's good. That's good. Man, once these boomers start to go, man, I mean, they're just whew,
Summer's what, 66?
66.
He's 6 years older than me.
Yep.
Time is really relative. Time
It's-
dilates weirdly.
It's not time. It's everything but time.
Well, to me, I looked at there was a time and place for everything, and that place was college. Get it out of your system and move on.
Yeah, so you're pretty self-regulating, disciplined kind of guy.
Yes and no.
When do you wake up in the morning?
Now, if it's of my own accord, if I know the market is going to be in a good place, I'll get up at 8. If I know it's going to be in a bad place, then I'll get up earlier.
And so why do you have to get up earlier if it's in a bad place?
So I can track and see if I have to make plans for when I'm going to move stuff, if I'm going to make sells or buys.
Gotta get ahead with that insider trading, make sure everything's going to be all right.
Well, it's more of a case of, okay, market's going to shit. I don't trade pre or post market because those are the pros, and they're going to know shit I don't know.
And you're just going to get crushed.
Not going to play that game because sometimes they'll manipulate one way or the other. And then on the
Yeah,
open,
real hard.
from being in there. Mm-hmm. So, no, I don't trade pre-market, but let's say I know the market's going to tank. I want to have my mental faculties because I usually wait 45 minutes, let the market regulate. If it's a massive move, okay. Everybody jumps in, bang, market gets tanked. I'm like, now it's not the time to sell. Let it come back up. And then it stabilizes to where it more or less will be. Mm-hmm. So, like, my trades generally be within 45 to an hour on the open or towards the end of the day.
So you're not retired, right?
Well, depends on how you look at it. Do I have a paying job where I get a paycheck? No. By that, I'm technically not working. But, yeah, I still actively trade every day. And
So all day, your job is trading. Mm-hmm. I love the way you drank that bottle sideways, dude. That was
gangster.
I can look at you in the eye. Hey there, buddy. How you doing, big shooter?
straight whiskey in there.
I wish. No, it's just electrolytes.
This guy's over here drinking Gatorade.
Yeah.
No,
Day
no.
Trading
bro.
stocks.
Yeah. So,
This is what you need to talk about in life, Chris.
yeah, nobody. Yeah, I'd be really good in the financials. I got
Oh yeah,
that.
your LPMs would be off the chart.
Hey, how many portfolio managers does it take to change a light bulb?
No,
None,
just
'cause
talking
you
about
guys-
your life. It's such a crazy life. Like I've never heard anybody really talk about it, anything like this. I mean, Zach, of course, was doing it, but
Never
we
met
would
in
always
real
talk
life.
about other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's. I'm very fortunate because my wife has a job.
What does she do?
She is an HR manager for a agricultural equipment dealer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I bet there's a
Wow.
lot of claims over there, huh?
Well, she doesn't
He
work
told me
in
to go
easy.
shuck myself.
So, we kind of just live off hers, and then I'm managing portfolio because after my last corporate America job, it just stole my soul. I was a shell of who I was.
When did you get out of that?
2018.
Okay, so right before COVID.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the whole time I've known you, you've been day trading?
Well, not day, but trading. Yeah. I took.
Morning trading, I guess.
Well, I don't trade every day. But
It's like we're having an intervention for him.
please. I gotta hit the button.
Does it get addicting? Seeing those numbers rise?
No. So here's the thing. I don't get some do. I don't get the high off it. I really don't.
That's good because
Yeah.
I definitely do.
Zach loves seeing numbers.
I love number go up. It's great.
I've made 6 figures in a day, and I've lost 6 figures in a day, and I slept the same at night. And that's how I was able to sustain it.
Now, was
because-
it your money or somebody
No,
else?
it's all mine.
Okay.
No, I don't trade anybody else's money.
Gotcha.
Like if you came up to me, Chris, will you trade me this money? Like, nope. I will
Okay.
not do it. I don't need that stress.
What if he came up to you? Would
Nope.
you then?
Nope. Nope.
No,
Nope.
and I would also not because that would break some type of crazy rule.
And I've been asked that numerous times over the years. Like,
I
hey,
bet.
can I give you 50,000 trade? Nope.
Yeah.
Why? Well, I don't have a license and I can't do it for fee. And
Yeah.
I can't get paid for it. And I'm not going to get in trouble for it. And I don't feel stressed when I lose money. But if I lost you $100, I would feel horrible. I feel terrible if I were to lose somebody else's money. So I'm living kind of my dream job where I've always I traded my first stock in like 1978.
Ooh,
Oh, wow. That was like the first stock ever.
No,
yeah, it was a big brick.
it was a Louisiana purchase.
Yeah. You
So
did.
here's a shocker. If I gave you $10,000 and you went back in time to 1984, what do you think is the highest returning stock since then? You actually might know this, being from the industry. What would you think?
Maybe.
Okay, so you'll have to explain it to me. The highest returning stock, like the stock that would make you the most money since 1984?
Yes.
Apple, right?
What's your guess?
I would say Berkshire Hathaway.
Neither.
Oh, neither?
You're not even in the kitchen to go to the garage to get in the car to drive to be in the ballpark.
Wow.
Oh, Playtex.
That's actually a great guess.
Thank
Monster energy drink.
Oh yeah, since
That was a
1984.
thing.
They've been around since '84.
Well, the company has been.
What company is it?
I don't know. I didn't invest in it, but it's the return is like completely off the flipping charts, like 24,000% return.
Well, the prices are off the charts. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what; those things are $350.
Yeah,
They are.
Yeah, so I mean, most people would say Apple, and actually, Apple had peaked a few years before that and kind of went through some dark times and back up. I was going to buy Apple in '97, and if you did all the split adjust, it'd be like a quarter of a cost today, and I didn't do it, and I didn't do it again when the bubble burst. I finally bought a load in 2006, and
Now, what's a
riding that-
load?
How much did I buy? I don't remember the price.
It's
I
like
don't know.
multiple shares.
Oh God, yeah. God, I don't remember how many shares I bought back then because it split so many times.
It has.
But it's just you buy and you hold. I have a portfolio with a wealth management company here with a good friend of mine, guy's smart as shit,
Nice.
and I leave it with him to protect myself from myself. So I can go fuck this up over here, but I still got that. And we do I do some structured notes with him.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
very complex.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. Oh.
we're looking at doing some more. I threw him some requests because that stuff I can't go trade, as you know.
Yeah.
It's a very specialized, it's a very complex product. And like I bought Google in 2006 because I do consulting work on the side and I was trying to grow that business. And I was doing Google AdWords. And I'm like, how in the hell am I paying this much a month in Omaha trying to get business doing research? I mean, what are these other companies paying? Because on the side here, you could get priority. So I called this guy up and I'm like, hey, go buy Google. And that's been one of my top returning holdings as well because I've held that. And I didn't own any Amazon because I worked at eBay, and eBay owned PayPal. And so I didn't want to get too, portfolio management. You don't want to get too far. And I already was with that. And so the minute I left eBay, I sold some. I bought Amazon. It's been great.
Yeah, Amazon's been doing wonders.
It's on
with
fire again. Google's at an all-time high. Amazon's at an all-time high. Apple hit an all-time high earlier this week.
Something to me, we're getting too many all-time highs. I think something's going to happen.
Here's the thing. There is so much money sitting, so much cash out there now. And that money is starting to enter the market now. And if I trade off election year, so generally after an election, the first year is okay. The second year, where we're kind of at, going into the midterms, everybody wants to get reelected, right? So it's starting out early. So this is following almost hand in glove. Next year will be a massive year if it follows traditional election cycle, because look, the people in charge want to get reelected. So they get to go and campaign. Then, hey, look how great the economy is. Look at your 401k. You know, Ronald Reagan, which I know Summer's no fan of, he campaigned against Jimmy Carter and goes, "Look at gas prices. Look at your retirement account. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago?"
Yeah.
Honestly, I lived through that time, and Summer and I have a huge disagreement on that. Jesus Christ.
I believe it.
Did you guys have no idea what it's like to sit in a gas line? We had gas lines. Interest rates.
I've heard about
20
that.
frickin' percent because inflation was so bad.
Yeah, they used to have like rations on gas,
They
right?
did, literally. You can buy. You
It's
can
like
buy
Soviet
5.
Russia shit.
It was because we didn't have. That's why they launched the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. So in case we run into times like that, which now gets manipulated by presidents, that hey, we need to lower gas prices. Hit the SPR, baby.
Right. Hit the
So that's
button.
what SPR stands for, huh?
Yep.
Interesting.
And that's all down in caves in Louisiana, I believe.
Just caves
Chris
in the
knows
bayou.
so much
Literally.
stuff we probably shouldn't be talking about.
No, it's all.
We're all gonna get shot after this.
Nah, it's all good, man. Hey,
Jay bitch is gonna pull a strap on us and take us out, dude.
well,
You know too much.
I will call my people, baby.
Dude, I wish you'd call your people. I got a few folks I need to talking to. Man, so with the gas, it is crazy. I was at Casey's the other day, and the pump was just out of gas.
Really, at Casey's?
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that one on Chandler, dude. Man, they need some
Really?
help, dude. I almost lost my mind on this poor kid. I mean, he must have been autistic or something, but he was working behind the counter, and the thing I bought was something 89, and he gives me a dime back, and I was like, yeah, there should be a penny there too. He's like, don't you know we're on a penny shortage?
He's technically not wrong, but yes. I mean,
I was like, how does that affect me? He's like, well, it affects everyone.
do you know that it costs more to
round up.
It costs
Yeah, give
more
me
to
a
make
nickel,
the
dude.
penny than it does to actually have the penny. So people are taking and melting them down and selling them.
Dude, I bet he was, dude. I bet he's taking all the pennies. I'm gonna get him taken out.
He's just eating the pennies.
Dude, he sounded like he had a mouthful of change, dude. He literally, don't you know we're in a penny shortage?
That's wild.
He's-
Yeah, we stopped pennying.
We did. We stopped producing the penny.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how that works. I mean,
Me either.
There's so many. There's
yeah.
so many pennies, dude. I went to a Coinstars Saturday or Sunday, man. There was a pep in my step when I left that Baker's.
Nice.
Dude, yeah.
It's always a good feeling.
Big haul. A big old haul.
but yeah, people were getting home mortgages at like 22%.
That's high.
People would people would still buy that at that high.
And
I guess
it-
houses
it-
were cheaper.
Well,
had money.
It
Yeah.
threw us into a massive recession. I mean, that was the worst recession until 08 in my lifetime.
In the 70s?
That's 80, 81.
Yeah.
When,
was that the Carter years?
yes.
So
And then
Carter to Reagan.
Carter kind of there was one there, and then they had to jack him up because of all the stuff that happened in the 70s, and there was many reasons that Carter lost. It was he wasn't an effective president.
He seemed like a nice guy.
Well, I think that was it. He was a nice guy. I truly believe he's a wonderful human being. I have absolutely no doubt about that. I mean, his post-presidency, I mean, everything he's done with volunteering and Habitat for Humanity, and I mean, he's done a lot of great work there, but he got okay. I don't. He's been retconned by some people as being this hero that he wasn't. I mean, he beat Ford. Ford pardoned Nixon, and that hacked a lot of people off.
Yeah, because everybody hates Nixon. They think he's just like the worst guy in the world.
And he did nothing any president after him wasn't doing.
Yeah, wiretapping and stuff. It's like, yeah, every president literally does that.
And recording, he lied about it. If he would have come out and said, you know what, I'm sorry, I screwed up, my bad. But I mean,
Whoops.
he's the one that.
Oops.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, my bad.
He's the reason I throw up the peace signal to people.
I actually saw him. He campaighed in Omaha.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. He had Exarban, and my uncle.
Exarban downtown next to the statue.
No, Exarban right there, 60th,
60th and
right off center. here.
Center, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
where
yeah.
Exarban.
Yeah, I know where Exarban is.
Okay. not downtown. That's not downtown.
Downtown Exarban, right?
Oh.
Where they've got that whole little shopping center where all the people live
Okay.
above the places
Yes,
they
yes. I'm sorry.
shop.
So we took a guess as to which ways motorcade would come in, and we're the only people standing on the corner there. And he took an entrance nobody expected. And he went right by us, looked and was smiling, was happy. We had my little American flag, waved it.
You were a kid, huh?
That was it would have been 72 election. So yeah, I was 6.
You were 6. Were you there with the family?
My mom, my brother, an aunt, and 2 of her children.
Dad was at the bar.
Well, Dad was working because it was like during the day. So
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, he had a legit job.
Back when dads went to work.
Well, he would go on the road, and I'm sure he had his gumas on the road. I have no doubt of that.
Really?
And,
You think
God.
so?
Oh, 100%.
Wow.
100%.
Well, that's sure. I'm sure that had to build some resentment there.
Well, and you figure out later in life that your dad's a piece of fucking shit. And
How long before you sort of felt that way about him?
well, how do I word this? In real time, and we all come from different backgrounds. I know you probably didn't have the greatest background either from hearing your sets. You know, he was well, Dad asked about that dent on the car.
No. My parents were absolute angels.
So I mean, he was, you know, physically, emotionally a bit abusive and a horrible alcoholic.
Yeah.
So I found my escape in stand-up comedy and watching Johnny Carson and Richard Pryor and Don Rickles and all those great comedians. Richard Pryor, oh my God, he was so good. I remember the first time I heard it, I'm like, I got to go buy every record that this guy's ever put out. And
What was your favorite one?
Live on the Sunset Strip.
Yeah.
I really liked that one. Steve Martin was just a genius at writing clean comedy with some innuendos in there and some nice misdirects. And then Rickles coming out and being kind of that roasting, kind of Bill Queen like comic where, you know, everything's insult.
Yeah, so fast.
Oh God, but here's the thing. He repeated so much. So like if you go on YouTube and watch Rickles on Carson, he does the same stuff over and over there.
Yeah, you could back then.
You could. Absolutely. But like
There's only like 3 people that own the power to film things.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, when he would go to Vegas, you know, he would pay the doorman. He goes, she's a little beast. Put her up front. You know, he had certain MOs of people he wanted up front because he knew he was going to roast them.
He'd stack the lineup.
He would. Milton Berle was another good one. You know, Lenny Bruce. He died obviously young. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. If you've watched that show on
No,
Prime.
I never have.
Oh, it's a good show to watch. It's about a woman in the '60s trying to break into stand-up.
Oh,
And,
really?
yeah,
That's
and-
what it's about? I never knew that.
Yeah, and Lenny Bruce was kind of one of the first canceled comics. You know, the feds came after him on.
Yeah, that was back when you could actually get canceled.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
feds came after him?
Oh yeah, he was arrested at
He got
shows.
arrested for using like vulgar language. Like,
Oh, like for on obscenity charges or something?
Yeah,
he said
and he
butt
beat
or
everyone, but he was also a heroin addict.
well,
And
yeah.
that's what.
So he didn't run fast.
Yeah, very slow
He
motion.
he burned out fast. Yeah, and they had his characters in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and his daughter is there to somewhat like we'll be truthful, we'll be honest, but let's don't go overboard. And a friend of mine from Lincoln, shout out to my friend Scotty in Lincoln, knows her, and he's one of those people. He's probably Summer's age, and just he was very well connected in New York scene for music.
How did he end up in Lincoln?
He had it was literally if he didn't move out of New York, he was going to die. So his friend moved here, and
Heroin?
that's a little bit of everything, I think.
Oh, a
Shouts out to
smorgasbord.
Scotty.
Yeah, and he good dude. He's a tremendous songwriter. Great friends with David Johansen.
I don't know him.
Well, you would know him.
You just hit me with a
Trust
karaoke with
me.
Summer right
New
there.
York Dolls. He was the lead for. He sang the song "Hot, Hot, Hot." What was his?
Here, sing it for me. Sing a few verses for me.
No,
Hot, hot.
wow, summer.
I'm so hot.
Somebody here, summer.
Man, how about that episode of the last Quick Draw with Summer Salvo?
Oh, my
What do you think about
God.
that?
Pure
Perfect.
genius. Pure genius. Is he going to do that every week?
I don't want to give too much away, but yes,
Awesome. He had his mannerisms down.
Perfectly.
He watches every single episode of
my
Quick Draw
God.
when it comes out. Like first thing in the morning, he starts his day watching Quick Draw.
That's awesome.
He went out there and it was those little things. Those
Yeah.
little, we'll call it Deep Cut Summer.
Cut Summer, dude.
That I was like, holy shit, that is so. And I'm like talking to you because I'm like, oh my god, this is great. This is great. Because you and I are whispering back and forth. And, oh my, it was those little things. And I mean,
little things.
You know, a lot of my comedy is deep cut that people don't get, and I get accused by my friends like, why are you just writing for your buddies? I'm like, because if they get it, then it's funny. Like,
that's where you got to start.
So like with Taryn, I did a deep cut reference in my set that I wrote that day. That I did a Fast Times at Ridgemont High reference, and I knew nobody was going to get it there, and I hear her laughing, and because the crowd was like, yeah, they're not. I knew they weren't going to get it, and so I go back and like, did you get that joke? Yeah. Like, what's it from? Fast Times at Ridgemont High. These people are idiots if they don't get that. That was really funny, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, she's kind of an old soul if she gets that reference.
She knows a
Seriously.
lot of TV and like movie references and stuff.
She does. She'll reference things that I've never heard of at all.
Yeah,
And I'm like, huh.
We all have our crazy little interests and passions.
I'm shocked that somebody that young knew an obscure reference from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which
That was what, an 80s show?
it was an early 80s show.
Early 80s?
Wow.
Well, you know, there is that glamorization of the 80s in my generation for sure.
It really, when you look at movies that talk about high school in the early 80s, that's actually one of the better ones. It's based off a book that's a true story. Oh, God, the guy's name escapes me. He's a famous writer for Rolling Stone. I'm going to remember it when we shut this off, but he's wrote a bunch of movies. He actually went undercover as a 23-year-old in a San Diego high school because he looked so damn young. And every one of those characters is based off a real person.
So
Cameron Crowe.
So he went undercover as a 23-year-old.
Didn't date, though.
Well, yeah, thank God. But why was he pretending to be 23 in a high school?
No, he was 23, but he
he
looked
was
17.
20. Oh, okay.
I see.
He ended up marrying Nancy Wilson from Heart, who actually makes a cameo in that movie. She pulls up in a Corvette, looks at one of the characters, and then drives away. It's a funny scene. It's actually one of the more classic scenes from it. But Cameron Crowe, like if you find that book, it's like a $300-$400 book. It's that rare.
Dude,
Wow.
I'm gonna go undercover as a 17-year-old at North High.
Dude, you should be like star quarterback on the football team. Crush people.
Jumped in, dude.
He will not be the star quarterback at Illinois. Trust me.
They're gonna have somebody there that's real good.
I spent my kids played basketball up there at O North.
Oh, yeah?
with the club basketball team. So
Oh, I'm sure they've got quite a basketball team over there.
yeah, well, it was a coach that he just rented practice time there. But Bud Crawford used to come down and shoot with the kids.
Yeah, I got to
Wow.
see him the other day at the wrestling finals or the
The WWE event or
no the
High school?
the high school wrestling.
yeah, his kids would. So his kids wrestled at the Old North Wrestling Club and ended up going there. And his son won state at 106 or 112, I think, as a freshman. Bud's a great guy. His last fight in Omaha, he went 12 rounds with this guy.
Wow.
And a buddy of mine knows Bud real well. He came up to me beforehand and goes, man, Bud's going to go out and murder this guy because Bud's legitimately pissed. And I go, really? He goes, if a fighter pays Bud respect, he drops him quick because he doesn't want to hurt him. He goes, he's going to drop this guy in the 12th. Watch.
Oh, really?
Sure enough, he dropped him in the 12th. And that following Monday, I'm at practice. I go to the bathroom. I come around the corner, and bang, I bump right into him. And there's nobody around. And there's not a mark on his face. And he was awesome.
Wow.
I'm like, not a mark. 'Cause I
Invincible.
mean, like, it was literally bang like that. I'm like, oh, shit. I go, hey, champ. He goes, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, man, great fight. You did Omaha proud. I'm a longtime boxing fan, but thanks for, support or promoting Omaha. Thanks, man. Dabs me up, pulls me in, and I'm like, this guy's actually being real because there was nobody around us.
Yeah.
I
no
mean,
entourage.
He could have gone, oh, fuck you. Whatever.
Get out of
No,
my
he was
way, old
totally
man.
cool. And, we didn't take a picture. And then he went down. He would come down and shoot hoops with the kids. He likes basketball. And he'd
So
go.
is he retired now?
Yeah.
So, I mean, how old is he? 40?
I don't think he's quite 40 yet.
Yeah, it's crazy because he's kind of an older guy for that line of
He
work.
never took a lot of big hits.
That's good.
He never did. Boxing was the other thing I loved in the 70s when we had 3 TV stations. So boxing was a big event. So, heavyweights, middleweights. And to watch him, he is just a master. I would love to see him and some of the greats match up, the fantasy. He's incredible. Once in a lifetime.
I think we got to take him down to Norfolk and maybe have
Make his Norfolk debut.
No, but Bud's a great dude and does a ton for the community. So I'm happy to
He
see
seems
that.
like a very nice guy. I never talked to him, but I did see him, and they're like, "That's Bud Crawford." I said, "Oh wow."
Yep.
I did comedy for Bud Crawford.
That's
he was,
right.
Yeah,
You did.
he was at his
He's
friend.
everywhere.
His friend was doing decided to do comedy. Jim Shield got his friend to do comedy.
Oh
so
my
then
God.
I was on stage and I like noticed and I'm like, "Huh, that guy's wearing a really cool jacket." And I thought I almost roasted him. I didn't know who it was because I roasted his friend. But then I got off stage and I'm like, "Wow,
How much
and
do I got?
He
Here on
turned
hand
and I
to
was
have
like,
"You try to roast Bud Crawford." Let's see. Where was this at?
The waiting room.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like I want to
That was your
almost
first time doing stand-up, wasn't it?
We did a second waiting room show, which was like 6 months later. But
Okay,
yeah,
so you were in for a little bit.
a little bit. It wasn't.
So funny.
good
Yeah.
friend. A good friend of mine owns the waiting room. I grew up with
Nice.
the guy. Yeah,
That's awesome. I've done so many shows there. I'm so grateful for it over the
They're a
years.
great venue. I've really grown to enjoy that place.
it's the old Lift Ticket Lounge, and Nirvana played there
Oh, did they really?
for real in
Whoa.
'89. Yeah.
Yeah,
Last-
super cool crowds, man.
Last one we went to was when we went to Volumes at the waiting room.
Volumes.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Jimmy, that he's partners with Mark that opened it. So Jimmy's just a couple years younger than me, but our dads were really good friends. So we kind of grew up together. He worked at the radio station with me, he and his brother Dave. And Jimmy always got pissed that as a teenager, or you're not 21, you couldn't get in to hear bands play anywhere. So he always vowed, I'm going to open a club sometime, and all ages are welcome. And he followed through. I know he and his business partner own a bunch of events, and they own the buildings because you want to own the building because you can't be rented out of your building.
Yeah.
And, he's done great. And, yeah, like my youngest used to be a big Bowie fan. And Ben Sheaf has a band called Benny and the Gents, and they do a glam show, and then they do a Bowie tribute show where they dress in glam. And Gino was a huge Bowie fan, so yeah, we'd go there and watch it. And
That's like a very old soul thing too, to be like 19 and be a big Bowie fan.
oh, he was 12.
Wow.
Yes. I go, Gino, we're driving to practice. Gino, what's your favorite Bowie song? He thinks about it. I got two, Dad. I go, okay, what are they? Time and Panic in Detroit. I'm like, how freaking old are you? Those are like deep cuts. And what were you reading? Because Panic in Detroit, a lot of real hardcore Bowie fans, that's one of their favorite songs of his that, from early during the 70s. And I'm like, did somebody tell you to say that? He goes, no, that's just what I like. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then I lost him in the locker room once he goes to West Side, so it's country music and rap. So he used to like Bowie and Stones, and now he doesn't.
Yeah, he's moved on to country and rap.
Country and rap.
What a combo.
And country rap. I guess that's a thing now.
That is a thing.
It is a thing. Yeah, there's some folks making a lot of money off that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you were going to roast Bud Crawford.
Well, yeah, I saw him in the crowd and I saw his jacket because it was a really like it was a,
What was it
up
like?
close. It was a really cool like jean jacket. And it seemed like custom, and I think it said Crawford on the back or something. But I just saw him in the crowd, and all I saw was the front, and it just looked like a really poofy blue jacket, and I thought it just looked really goofy.
Oh, I would have
But
loved
I-
to seen the crowd part like the Red Sea.
Yeah, I just didn't. I don't know why I didn't, but I already roasted his friend and like one other person, so I just didn't go for it. But yeah, it was just by chance, not because I knew it was him or anything.
Hey, are you going to get on stage and do impressions anytime soon?
I
His
don't.
impressions. I mean, you
Really,
would.
Zach?
He roasted that guy at Quick Draw one night in the Trump voice, and I've never.
Oh, I do
forgotten
like
that.
my Trump voice.
Oh my! We had. There was. I think it was a Tuesday night, and I was down for the mic, and there was a problem with somebody in the crowd, and you just went up and just on the spot you roasted him in your Donald Trump voice, and I'm like, God, this is what the scene is missing, is for something like that. We got to find
Trump
somebody.
impression.
We got to do
Yes.
something to do. Somebody to do a Biden, and you could do like the Kill Tony, since they tend to rip off Quick Draw. You might as well rip off them.
There have been a few similarities between our methods.
Yes, and one of them being mine. So the frog.
The frog was crazy. Yeah, I mean that happened just short, like a week later or something. That episode.
I think it was a couple months, but
Oh,
yeah,
was it?
yeah, yeah.
Well, it was a couple months after our episode, or it was like a week after our episode dropped because we're on a 6-week delay.
Oh, that's right. Yes, yes.
So it
yes,
was
you
a
are
couple
correct.
months after you had brought it, but a week or two after our episode had actually aired.
Yeah,
And yeah,
that's
just
right.
such an interesting.
That is weird. I just thought about that.
Yeah, that little frog that was a real frog. Yeah,
Freeze-dried frog. Do you still have that, or did it
of
finally-
course. Sometimes I think about putting it on, and I'm like, oh god, I can't do that.
You should just roll in like a playa, and just like, what are you laughing at? Just like pretend it's normal.
On Sunday, I might wear all my necklaces.
Go kind of
Yes.
Mr. T action.
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it.
That'll give you. You're gonna start levitating, dude. That'll give you superpowers. All
I
those
might.
necklaces.
Levitate through the wall, dude. If I don't, dude, people have almost been going through that curtain like you would not believe.
Dude.
Well, when Paul about went through it, and then what I say, Sonny? Gosh, we have another Lombardo incident here.
Yeah,
Something
you
like
did.
Lombardo. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say 3 or 4 people now have gone to lean on that thing and watching them like, oh.
real close. And I'm every time I see that, I'm terrified because I know if I accidentally do that, I'm breaking everything.
Oh, you're going through the wall.
When I
You are.
weighed like 70 more or 60 more pounds, like if I would have had momentum, yeah, wall's gone. I just Kool-Aid man out the other side.
Kool-Aid man.
That could be a fun thing we do sometime. Just have you run full speed at a wall and see what you can do.
Contest. Who can Kool-Aid the wall best?
Yeah.
Go.
Man,
Kool-Aid contest.
one day I'll have my own wall that we can run through.
Yes, dude, a breakable wall just as a prop to use. That'd be sick.
That would be super sick, actually.
Yeah, just like, oh, surprise appearance by, and then somebody breaks through the wall. Yeah.
We used to have when I was in martial arts, because lumber, you break the boards. They used to have these plastic ones that were the same, like you could connect them and then you'd break them and just snap them back together.
That
And
seems
then
like
you break
cheating.
them again. Actually, it hurt more than a regular board.
It hurt real bad.
Yeah,
So what's the whole breaking the board thing?
just more psychological.
It's just about like committing to your punch,
Yeah.
or your.
You have a history in martial arts?
Yeah, I did
Yeah, he's a karate
taekwondo
guy.
up to brown belt. I want to go back and get my black, but up to brown belt.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
did it for years. I loved it.
I-
And then I took Hapkido in college, which was cool.
Did you go to UNO?
Yeah.
That's what I used to teach was Hapkido.
Nice.
That's what my black belt is in. And then I just stopped testing in Taekwondo. But in the 80s, there was no UFC for me to go and fight in with, so I had to go fight Taekwondo. So I had kind of both.
Yeah, the guy actually that taught Hapkido, he looked eerily similar to you. I don't think it was you at all.
What if it
What
was
was his?
Chris,
No,
dude?
it wasn't me.
No.
What was his name?
I can't recall,
Was
but
it-
he looked.
Was it Joe?
Might have been Joe.
One of
He
my
was
old-
very disciplined guy.
Was he older?
older and he could do the splits like a
Okay,
motherfucker?
that's one of my old students.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was late
Does he
once.
work for the state of Nebraska at the time, or like in trade?
He didn't say. I didn't get to know him
If
that
it's
well.
if it's Joe, it's more than likely one of my old students because I know we went back to UNO at one point.
That would make sense. I was late once, and he was like very, very disappointed in me, and it makes sense because I was you never be late to that. Like that's important. But nope, I was late once. Oh,
So, are there like any martial arts instructors that they do that as their full time job, or
Yeah.
do they all kind of have a?
No, yeah. Like the guy I studied under, times were different. He was from Korea. Yeah.
Master Shin. I
Master
studied
Shin,
under
yeah.
him too. He said Jacare. He couldn't say disease, so he called me Jacare. I did judo with him too.
He
Yeah,
was he was a judo legend in Korea.
yeah. Every
Absolute
Saturday I do judo.
Legend. So did you ever study with Anzalone? Mike
No.
Anzalone? He was one of Shin's guys. He would come up from.
Maybe I can't recall. I just remember Master Shin.
I still go see Anzalone. He cuts hair. He's in his 80s now, and I still go over and drive up. He goes, Chris, how you doing? We sit down, and then an hour. I really got to get on my bike, man. My legs are starting to get a little too tired. I got like 40 miles to get home, and let's talk some more.
So you ride your bike to get your hair cut?
No, he's just off the trail
he's
over on
okay.
Leavenworth. So
Oh, okay.
sometimes I'll bike up there just to go say hello to him.
It's-
I miss talking to some of the people I used to train with.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, Shin was. I don't know if you know his whole history.
All I know is he's now a 9th degree black belt or 10th degree.
He was. He passed away.
Yeah,
pancreatic.
don't you
Yeah,
posthumously didn't he get awarded something posthumously?
maybe.
Gotcha. But no, I don't know his
He
whole
was
history.
supposed to. He was the top Korean judo guy, favored to win the gold medal in '64. Blew his knee out. His replacement took the bronze. And I actually have found some video of him. Busted up knee, and it's just he bodyguarded the South Korean president.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. When we were talking about him, I remembered that I did judo in the mornings on Saturday.
Yep.
And I had a buddy there, and we'd always be partners. But yeah,
That's part of why I have a messed up back is, well, you know, with Hapkido, you're doing the air falls and flips. And
oh, dude, I
intense.
flipped this bigger guy in Hapkido, and he has a track record of like going to the nurse a lot anytime he's like slightly hurt. Kind of cool-ish guy, but
going to the nurse,
going to the school nurse at UNMC.
Why
or
is
UN?
Why? No. You don't go to the nurse.
Exactly. But, I flipped him. I had his arm was over me. I got down low and I just totally slammed him. And I was slammed by him and it wasn't that bad, but he immediately was like, yeah, I got to go.
I think you hurt his pride more than anything, Zach.
I was just surprised I could throw a man of that stature, but it's the way of coordinated momentum or something.
Way of coordinated power.
Power.
I had
That's it.
one kid once up there. We were grappling in Hapkido, and his pinky popped through his skin right there. It dislocated out. And he comes up to me. He's instantly in shock. Mr. Vincentini, look at my finger. And I just kind of bring it down here. He's in shock. I go, it's okay, man. Just look at me in the eye. And bang, I reset it. It didn't bleed. And I go, okay, go to the hospital, get it stitched up. He was back an hour and a half later training. And I'm like, no, don't do that. And I go, what'd they say about the reset? He goes, oh, man, they said it's a good thing you did it because it was done perfect before everything. And now you do that stuff at 21 that you're like 6. You go, what the fuck was I thinking at the time? The lawsuits on that. But, they said they were glad you reset it because, you know, with the injuries, then you get the swelling, and then it would have been really bad had he gone there. But he was instantly in shock, and I could tell. So you could see all the scars on my knee there. I initially dislocated this knee at shins all the way over to the side. And it was here, and I did a jumping kick, and I fell. And bang, my kneecap was over here. And something was wrong. I didn't know what. And they pull everything up, and you could see the joint right there. And then they had to straighten my leg out without my kneecap being there because it didn't go back into place.
Oh, wow.
And it was unbelievable pain. And she was looking at me, oh, Chris, you feel faint? No, sir. Oh, you feel tired? No, sir. Oh, that's not good. He also was, God, I shouldn't be telling you. I love the man. He was like a father to me. Mm-hmm. And right before he died, when his last day at school, I took Dom up there. Dom was maybe 4 months old. And he never told me about the cancer.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew. It was unspoken. And he loved kids. And he loved the fact that even though I stopped training years ago, I would come back because he was just a wealth of knowledge. And I always wanted to look up to people that have more wisdom than me because you're always going to learn. And I try to surround myself with people smarter than me, which isn't hard to do because I'm not that smart of a guy. But he always appreciated that. And I knew he was sick. And he's holding Dom. Oh, good. Oh, Chris. Nope. I've done my time. He had some factory shit. Ron, I'm like, sir, I'm so sorry. Oh no, I don't clean diapers. But we were at club once, and this girl, she used to be a Playboy club in Omaha. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
What?
No.
Like a Playboy magazine?
Playboy club.
So what was that like?
I was not of age to get in. It was on 120th and L, southwest corner. It was one of the very last ones they ever closed. And we had a gal that was a bunny there, and she was in our class. She showed up without her makeup one time. Oh, what's wrong with your face? What do you mean, sir? You sick? You don't look good. Well, I'm not wearing makeup. You go home, you make it to put on the makeup action, and you come back. I'm like, oh my God. Even in like 1986, I'm like, oh, this is bad. And so she came back with makeup on. Oh, okay, you look better. You come train. He was awesome. I learned so much from him, and I miss him. I wish I could talk with him to this day. His wife just passed away.
Man, I think you should harness this Asian accent. You're doing so well.
It's pretty good.
You should become him in the gi, bro, on stage. That could be your new character.
Oh yeah, I'd have to work out some bit. Oh, Addy, your hair, you need mullet. You go grow mullet back. You come back when you have mullet.
Yeah, we'll workshop it. It'll be fun though.
Zachary, how do you say it?
Jacare.
Zachary. You lost. Laws. Have you watched that guy on Instagram who sings song? He's Asian, but with a fake Asian accent.
No.
Oh my God, it's
How do you know it's a fake Asian accent?
well, he talks. He's from like Fort Dodge, Iowa, and his wife hates it because he starts singing the song in an Asian accent, and the wife does. I mean, she's in on it. Like, looks at him like you don't like this, and he doesn't. I think he is Korean actually. You don't like Justin Bieber? No. So,
Do you still have a gi?
well, we call it a dobak. He is Japanese. Yeah,
A doba?
dobak. Yeah, I
A
still have it.
dobak. And do you have one also?
At my parents' house, yeah.
Dude, you guys should rock.
I still have still have all my fighting gear. It fits way tighter. I was
I'm sure, yeah.
I was 5'10 and a half, 5'11", 150 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm now 5'9" and a 200
So you lost what, an inch and a half?
inch and a half, 2 inches, depending on the day.
From what?
Life.
It just happens?
Yeah,
I think I've gone from 5'8" to 5'7".
it happens. Your disc decompress, and I was told my L5, 4, and 3 they're just going to naturally fuse in time. And
Interesting.
like my back was in really bad shape yesterday. It has
Yeah.
been, and I was good in the moment when the adrenaline hit. Go on stage, so I was able to move around, and then
Hey, you were moving around, dude. You like ran off the stage multiple times.
Yep. Yeah, maybe I ran off a little too much, as my scores on stage present showed.
This guy's really hard to
Strong
track.
last place finish right here, baby.
You were last
I
place?
was last place. They hammered me on everything.
What did they hammer you on?
Everything.
What? Like, do you remember any of the
scores.
points?
All scores.
Where were the scores at?
I'll send you a link.
Oh man, I'd love to. I'd love to read some of those.
Yeah, no, I scored worst on writing, stage performance, delivery.
What?
Yep.
Those are like your three things.
I'm not good. I'm not a good writer, and I know that. And you, Addy, let's be honest.
Yeah, I know
writing's
you.
my weak point, so I try to be more entertaining.
Yeah, you were very entertaining. I was sitting back there laughing my ass off.
Well,
with
thank
Morgan.
you. That's when I can make a comedian laugh. That's my goal, and I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want it. I don't want the cheap laugh from a comedian ever. And that's what I like about the Quick Draw show is, Addy, and you've done it. You've given it to me straight. And
Hell, I've given it to you gay before, Chris.
well, you know what? There's a time and place for everything. So. But yeah, and you get the honest feedback, and it makes you better. And
yeah,
as
well,
you
that's
guys
the way
know,
I was taught.
I always ask for feedback, even in corporate America, and I just want it honest, man. Don't go, oh, you're great. Oh, you're so no. That there's a sect that does that, and it doesn't make you better. I need to hear, like you said once, Chris, you need to write punchlines. Did you think that was funny? Nope, wasn't funny. Nope, not funny at all. I sucked ass tonight.
Yeah,
And then
you were
you had
very
Bill
honest.
Queen there with you, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, this is a recipe for disaster. And I had one good comeback. I'm like, I just want this to end. I got to fucking bite my pillow, take it like a man, baby. And I did.
Yeah, we really laid into you.
You did. You did.
I was trying to be Kill Tony too much. I've learned to take it easier on people now.
No, it was all good. But because of that show, I got better. But the other thing is, Bill asked me a question. If I was to give Rashad $5, what would you tell him to invest in? And I said Bitcoin. And then 6 weeks later, Clem DMs me. God, you remember that Bitcoin thing you said to Bill Queen? Yeah. It went from 44,000 to 65,000. I go, yeah. He goes, wow, you nailed it. I'm like, that's what I do. But yeah, Bill, I'll never forget. And I'm just like, I want to get off stage. I want to get off stage. This sucks. But you know what? I took that bowl of shit and I ate every fucking spoonful of it, and it made me better. It really did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we can laugh about it here.
yeah, I'm glad I was able to do that for
And,
you.
and I jokingly said to Eddie, or not to Eddie, to Clem, hey, can you just delete that episode? Because I was so fucking bad that night. And he goes, it was a joke. He goes, no. But you know what? If it wasn't for that, we probably wouldn't be sitting here today because I needed that. I really did.
Yeah, well, you've come back so much better, and you've become somebody who I like enjoy being around.
Well, thank you.
As well as a
100%.
comedian I
Well,
enjoy
thank you,
watch
guys.
developing.
Thank you. I hope to, entertain people and make people laugh. That's all I want to do. Let's just make the world a better place. And I learned from you guys. I mean, you have a certain technique. And, I'm not saying we're our own little cabal, but, kind of are. You kind of
We
have your
are.
own little group
We're
there.
the best in Omaha.
And you know what? Surround yourself with people better than you and you get better, whether it's in work or life or whatever. And,
Yeah.
now had I, been with other groups, I'm sure I'd probably would get on other shows just because they will put people on that are maybe or maybe not ready. And I don't
They
want to
love
be
doing that.
Well, that's not who I am.
No.
But, I struggle to get shows, and that's okay, but it's all good, man.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't get booked on any show that I haven't produced myself.
Well, you've done Midwest Best.
Yeah.
You don't show run that.
That is true. I was just trying to make you feel better. I have
No,
so
don't
many
make me
shows
feel
this
better.
month.
No, fuck no. No.
Boy, my calendar is full.
You do have a lot of bookings coming up.
Yeah. Have you been looking at my calendar?
Oh, I see your post.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have access to your calendar. Can you give me permissions, please?
I could. Yeah. Morgan and Clem will tell me when my dates are because somehow they have access to my phone.
Kind of like when I said, "Hey, we're on that show. Is that this weekend? Or is that this week?" I'm like, I don't know if you were playing a bit at the time.
No, I was not.
I could see it in his eyes.
I'm like, oh, is that he playing? I'm like, yep, we're on a show together this Thursday, and you ended up winning. To bring this full circle, you had a hell of a set.
Thank you so much, man.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm excited to see it too. I couldn't believe it was going as well as it was. I remember being up there like, wow, this doesn't happen much.
There was a lot of good comics up there.
There
God,
everybody brought the heat.
They did. There was a lot of good comics. If you're in the Norfolk area, don't miss that show. Go to the District Event Center. It's a gem out there. It really is.
Yeah, Andrew runs a nice club, great staff, good people through and through.
All right.
Awesome. Well,
Anything else, boys?
I think that was awesome. Thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
Yeah, this was
welcome to Zachary.
thank you. Wow.
God bless you, Mr. Shannon. Thank you for all you did.
Amazing.
And Addy,
man.
thank you. Thanks for having me on, guys. This was a blast. Love
Of course, buddy.
Yeah,
It
if
was
you
good
got
to see you.
So you really want us to do? We can get toddy locks too.
Oh,
That's
does he have a gi or a
Dobak?
A Dobak?
He has a Dobak. Yeah, he studies Taekwondo.
Dude.
He and I talked. We've kind of bonded over that once.
You guys could be like Addy's Angels. And like the three of you like go back to back.
That's true.
I have an all male assassin group that
Holy shit! You know what? I smell money. There's a web series there.
I think
Yes.
so. Yeah,
Addy's
you guys could all
Angels.
come together and like be on the stage like back to back. This could be very fun.
One is
I
the
can
old
see it.
guy,
Yeah.
one is the hippie, and one is Zach. Oh man, I have to get my boy Monday on this.
His name is Monday.
Well, he's the guy behind Ozark and the upcoming Green Lantern.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Man, bring him out sometime.
Well, he lives in L.A. So
Okay, well.
I don't hardly talk to him, but
I've got a couch he can sleep on. He got it from Nebraska Furniture Mart. Hopefully the cats don't vomit on it.
or Summer. But
Oh,
we don't have
he's
to worry
out.
about that. Well,
Yeah.
does he still have a key?
No, I changed the locks on
Good
Friday.
man.
I changed the locks and the garage.
I can't get in.
That literally happened. He called me from my front yard and was like, "Oh, I got to get in there. I see you changed the locks. That's okay." So, yeah.
I hope the best for him. I do.
Sure.
I
Yeah,
really
me
do.
too.
Sounds like he's staying at a mission right now, getting some Catholicism in his life. That's what he needs.
Get a little religion.
I think it'll be good for him.
Okay.
Get connected to a higher power.
Whatever that power may be.
Gene
Amen.
Stothert.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Anything you want to plug? Anything coming up?
Midwest Best in June.
Yeah.
I'll be on that.
Aren't you doing a show tomorrow? Or wait, no, we're going to the show.
We're
Sorry.
going to the show.
Sorry, I don't pay attention to anything.
We're going to
guys.
Midwest Best to see Clem Jameson.
Yes. Come to that. Blackstone
And,
Theater.
Mecca is hosting.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Mecca's
really
a real
looking forward
talent.
to it. Mecca, another great person in the community.
I
Oh,
know
yeah.
another person that came all the way from a different part of the country to be here.
God, I know we
He's
want to
killing
sum
it.
this up. He is so good.
I
He
know
is
we-
really good.
So freaking good.
He is. Quick Draw Comedy every Sunday and Tuesday, 8 p.m. That's it for me.
Yeah, I don't have anything coming up, but shout out to Quick Draw Comedy, shout out Low Gear Comedy, shout out all of you for being here and listen to this. You guys rock. Have a great night.
And remember, don't make me call my people. Oh.